because I'm here with Brad and Bree and Bentley, and they've got 2 older children at home, and we've been talking about how to get those older children to do what you want them to do. Mm-hmm. And so I've been explaining to them that I've got 2 basic principles, I think, that we ought to apply to it. The first is that the things that you put energy into is what they will do. So if you want them to do something, then that's what you put the energy in. If you don't want them to do it, then you don't put energy into that. And the second principle is that you've got to time what you want them to do to the stage of life that they're at so that it works for that stage. So it's about what you put energy into. Yeah. It's a obvious truth that we tend to say no with a lot more energy than we say yes.
Yeah, that's right. True.
And so the children quickly learn about what we don't want, but they don't have the maturity or else the understanding to be able to distinguish between the positive and negative energy. They just pick up the energy.
Yeah,
you're right.
So if you've got an 18-month-old who's you want, as you're a good dad, you want to give him 3 good meals a day, that's what I should be doing as a dad. Yeah. And he's one of these kids, as often is the case at that age, they don't tend to eat meals. It doesn't make sense. They graze all the way through. A little bit of banana here, a couple of sultanas there, a quarter of a Vegemite sandwich here, something else there. And when you add it up over the day, actually they've eaten okay, but they never sat down and ate a meal, which you think as being a good dad, that's what you should be doing. So you sit there and you play games with him and you play aeroplanes and all sorts of things, and you're putting all this energy in, and he's just thinking, wow, you're nuts. I'm not hungry and you want me to eat. So here's an opportunity to get all that energy from you. So there's a fair chance that you're going to entrench that not eating behaviour.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of getting him to do what you want him to do, because you've timed it at a stage of his life where he's really not interested in that, you're only setting yourself up for failure and frustration and teaching him how to use you for things that you're so stupid enough to want to do when he doesn't see any point in it whatsoever. So you do have to time it right. Yeah, that's right. So that applies at toilet training stages. If you don't time it right and you put the energy into toilet training, they're just going to get screwed up at their bowels, really. And you end up with frustration, and that's what they learn. But it actually applies all the way through life, even when they're teenagers and things, that the things you put energy into, they will be attracted to. So if you put energy into praising them and encouraging them and the things that they do well at, they will want to do that more.
That's right.
If you put your energy into the 1 out of 10 in the test that they got wrong, they're going to think, first of all, that you don't approve of them, and second of all, that's what you're interested in. You believe that they're a failure. And they will then tend to behave in such a way to perpetuate that.
That's right,
Okay? So it's energy in, energy out, and applying it in the right things, the things you want, not the things you don't want, and at the right time.
That's true.
It's really good.
Okay, should we talk about toilet training? How old is she?
2.
Okay.
She's good.
Yeah?